to Wicked Fierce Talk. We're three women, three stages of life, motherhood and business, a roller coaster of laughs, lessons, and loud opinions. There just also might be a true crime podcast by the end of this. So we're going to start out, by the way. Oh, wait, I probably should introduce us. So we have Keira, we have Nikki, and we have myself, Tammy. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the first question, ladies. And it is, if you are a multitask, actually, no, I lied. Let's go ahead and do the song. So your song for the week, if your multitasking style had a theme song, oh, I was right. Look at that. What would it be? I'll let you guys go first.
Nikki, do you know?
So one that pops in my head is I think it's by Backstreet, Backstreet Boys.
Dating
And
yourself.
here we go. Is it Backstreet or
Oh, she's
no?
Googling.
It's NSYNC. It's NSYNC.
It's
She's
insane.
Googling. She's Googling.
And what's the
I know
name of
because I
it?
had to make. Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna list it as soon as we're off this call. I might have to put a sample inside. Let's see if we can do it.
What's yours?
Mine is Bang Bang by Jessie J, Ariana, and Nicki Minaj because I bang them out. Bang them out, you guys.
This is going to shock you. Mine is, now this is way old. You guys may not even know the song, but it's The Final Countdown.
Yes.
I know that.
You're the sprinter. Tammy's a sprinter. She's like getting to that line.
And you know what Nikki's doing? She's over there Googling.
I was looking it up on YouTube.
I knew she'd have to. I
Love
knew
it.
she'd have to.
I got it.
All right. So that was a pretty easy one. So how was everybody's week?
Fantastic.
What?
Pretty good.
So what did the song relate then? Like, so, I mean, mine was Final Countdown. We finally made it to, well, you girls are in the stages with me and lots of the different businesses. So we're getting there. It is the final countdown, but I also went away to Outer Banks. I have a avid surfer, and it was going to be just myself and my husband as a little getaway. No
Mhm.
kidding, it's 400 square feet.
Oh, I
Oh
wanted to
yeah.
ask you about that, how that
Yeah,
went.
yeah, so it gets better. So then we asked my son to, the one that's a surfer to go. Yeah, yeah, I'm going. And then we realized our college grad was going to be home. We're like, oh, yeah, yeah, okay, he can make it too. Great. So, yeah, they both want to come. Well, then I have a third son, and yeah, they invited him. And then my other son's girlfriend, they invited her. So there was six of us in this 400-foot square house on the beach. So I do have a couple things to say. Thank you, God, that it did not rain the whole time and we were outside. But honestly, it wasn't bad. Like we
Yeah.
walked in and because I think we worked ourselves up to go, holy shit.
Yeah.
You
But it
knew
was
ahead of
literally,
time.
yeah. So it was like a living room, kitchen together, which was fine, small. But you basically walked in, there was two bedrooms on the right and one on the left. Wasn't
Not
that
bad.
bad? They were, everybody was copacetic. They went out and did their thing during the day, come back and I think hang and have dinner, and then I think they snuck out at night again, and who
Sounds
knows.
like when I hear Outer Banks, I always think of the show, and I'm like,
Um,
you all are living that life.
Somebody said it was, of course, it was so funny as I'm
and
stuck.
Kira, the funny thing is about Outer Banks is most of it's filmed in Charleston.
Yep. Yep.
Really?
hmm
Oh, how funny.
I swear we've bumped into him a couple times too.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have.
But
Yep.
so Corey, they went out surfing all the way down there to I think it's the very bottom. Is it what is it? Starts with an H. Not no,
Hilton Head.
no, at the very end of Outer Banks. We were kind of at the beginning, we're in Nag's Head. So they had to go all
Oh, okay. I
anyways.
don't know.
But it was so funny. I got an email from one of my friends in the UK going, Oh, I thought Outer Banks wasn't real. I thought that was pretend for the show.
Oh, it's for real.
That's funny. When you said that the other day, that's what I thought. I thought,
Yes,
that's
everybody thought it was
real?
pretend. Yeah. It's a
That's
real
hilarious.
place, folks.
That's
Outer Banks.
hilarious.
We actually went and ate at one of the restaurants that they filmed at the
And
last time that we were in Charleston. Yeah, it was
Oh,
fun.
funny.
It was
yeah,
neat.
I
Funny.
think we did too. I think we saw them because everybody was like pointing, and I just
Yeah.
didn't pay
Yeah,
attention. I mean, I have
yeah.
watched, but I didn't play close
Yeah.
attention.
Well,
But so that was
You.
fun.
that is fun. So you
Yeah.
come back and now you're at the final
Gosh, I got the
countdown.
second day I was there, I got a sinus infection. So it's going from Myrtle Beach to Chicago, from Chicago to there, and the next week New York.
So you definitely have final countdowns all over.
So I made it during the day, hung out on the beach, because you can just lay there and do nothing, which is awesome. Uh,
Yeah.
and I made it through dinner, and then they all did their thing. So mom sucked it up and made it happen.
Fantastic.
So it was good. So yeah,
Good job, Mom.
here, final countdown, still
Yeah.
ticking. So how about one of you? So what was your story for the weekend?
Okay. So my weekend was pretty relaxed. I said I was going to work, but then I realized that everybody was home. My husband was off and the kids were home because of Memorial Day. And so I was like, okay, we're going to make it a family thing. And so we
Yeah.
did, but that results in the bang bang because then I take off and I got to come back and I got to bang them out because I have deadlines. I have things to do. And so then I'm multitasking on work and life and getting there. And
Did you
so
work Monday or did you all take off Monday?
I took off Monday for Memorial
I
Day.
did too.
Yeah, I took off on Monday and then so I came back and I told you guys before I was like, okay, great. I have Tuesday. Tuesday will be my Monday. Next thing you know, I'm in an accident and it cut into my day. And so
Oh,
then yesterday I was back to bang banging it out and it was great because when I work really well under pressure.
well, it's a good
And
thing you weren't hurt, though.
I know,
That's
yeah, it was. It was a really good thing. It was honestly, you guys, had you seen it, you would have been like, how? How did both of
Yeah.
you? Okay. But we did. And so I feel incredibly blessed for that. But yeah, yesterday I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to work, but I'm going to do it. And I
you
work
said you
really
had a
well under
headache. You
pressure.
do understand that that's a concussion, right? I mean, I'm just saying.
That's what the Pilates instructor told me too. She texted me and she's like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, concussion syndrome, you know what that is?
Yeah.
She's like, maybe like, she's like, maybe just take it easy, not so much screen time. And I'm like, girlfriend, I'm a trooper. I got to work.
No going upside down, none of that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And then Kira calls me at like, what was it, 10:30 yesterday morning. She's like, so what about this and that? And I'm like, were you just not in a wreckage?
I know
Like,
everybody's like, what are you doing here? I'm like,
I'm fine. I just had a headache. It's good. Let's
yeah,
go.
good, fine, totally fine.
If
but
if
honestly,
we
for
drop
us, what
out
else
at
is
any
new?
point.
But I would go crazy. Like, I wonder what people do. Like, what do you do when you just sit around the house? I mean, I don't want to do that. So I'm
I
like,
go
I gotta work.
crazy. Yeah, I'm with you
Yeah,
on that one.
I
Yeah.
gotta work.
No, I'm banned
We
from
would
doing
know
that.
how
Yeah.
to just
Well, Nikki,
sit.
there's no room in your little trailer right now.
Oh, I can just sit, but I take up the whole couch. So
There's not there's no time for you not to do anything because you got little ones bouncing over
That's
you.
right.
no.
That's right. But see, my kids don't want anything to do with me right now. So I'm like,
Uh,
so I'm gonna work.
yeah, I was kind of surprised mine wanted to go and it ended
Yeah.
up from,
They
Tuesday.
they want it when it's, hey
Convenient.
mom, can I have this or do that and then it's like, okay, I'm going.
Really
See you
important
later.
time.
Yeah,
A really important time. Well, we are
exactly.
glad you are okay.
Thank you, me
How
too.
about Miss Nikki? Ready
We worked on the property on the weekend. Surprise, surprise.
That's
for
productive.
those cows?
Yeah, we got most of the fence up, so that was
And that relates
uh,
to here we go. I mean,
here we
we're
go.
going.
So we
Did
did
you
that,
have
and then we cooked out. We had a little cookout at the property, and
for you
some of my
guys or for other people and you guys?
uh basically it was just us and my sister-in-law came, and my brother-in-law was there helping Zach. So we were just whoever was there just 8
Mhm.
and whoever wanted it. But for some reason, Tammy, I don't know if you experienced this where you are, but in South Carolina, it turned out to be winter on Monday.
What?
It was
Yeah.
54 degrees here and sloppy, rainy,
Oh, it was
cold.
rainy. That's right.
Yeah,
We drove back in the rain. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So it was
Uh,
not, so Saturday and Sunday were really nice, but Monday was terrible. I had the kids, like, we were all wrapped up in blankets on the golf cart, riding around, and I'm like, okay,
it was
why did
pouring
I do
too.
this to myself? Like, why am I here?
I think it was pouring. It was like it was ridiculous.
It
Yeah, we've
was
had some
starting
rain too.
hailing.
Yeah, because we drove back from the Outer Banks and it
Yeah.
was pouring the whole time. So yeah, you're right.
But
I
at least you
remember
guys got good
thinking,
weather there. So that's a good thing.
I remember thinking, oh, those poor people are having those, cookouts.
Yeah, we were one of them.
Oh, so anyways, well, I guess that answers that.
So there we go. That was how my weekend was. But it was really weird because I kept telling Zach, I'm like, it doesn't feel like Monday. It feels like Saturday or Sunday. So I
Hmm.
kept having that, oh crap, I gotta work tomorrow. Like I gotta get my itch
Yeah.
together before tomorrow. So after we got home and got dried off and showered and everything, I was like rushing around getting stuff ready for Tuesday. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't like this. I like my Sundays to be chill.
Chill, chill, chill,
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
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 Well, are we ready for the next question?
Hit
Let's
us
see it.
with it.
Actually, the meaningful question. What is your secret weapon during, I don't know if we call it, we'll just say meltdown, but maybe time of crisis or meltdown or, chaotic breakdown, whatever you want to call it. What is your go-to? I'll go last, and this time I'm going to tag Kira. You go, Kira.
All right. So for me, it's meditation. I've really learned to lean on that. My mom used to tell me all the time when I was younger, you need to meditate. You should meditate. And I was like, I'm not wasting my time on that. And now I'm the mom telling my kids, you need to meditate. And they're like, not wasting my time on that. But it really is so helpful because it grounds me and it grounds my nervous system. And so I can actually look at a situation as a whole once I come back to it and go, okay, I've had some time to sit and think and not react because I am a reactor. I'm very impulsive. And so if I don't give myself that time, well, it's going to be a meltdown. It's going to be a complete spiral.
I find it hard, and it was funny because I actually am, reading this book by Kathy Heller. And she makes it clear your mind doesn't stop. Like that's what people say they can't meditate because their
Yep.
mind can't stop. Mine clearly doesn't stop either.
Mine
Um,
doesn't either.
so do you find you just focus? Like I still have a hard time. I try, and I sometimes I think I'm there, but in my own way.
Uh-huh. It is. It
Uh,
has to be your own way
Okay.
because a lot of times what I've noticed is that people are like, I'm meditating, but I think I'm meditating wrong. And there really is no wrong way to meditate. So we can sit and our thoughts can be racing. It's coming back to whatever that focus is, whether that focus is your breath or I have a rosary in my desk that I will play with the beads.
Uh,
And that it's just something that's grounding and it grounds me into that. But I think it really is whatever works for you because it's your time with your mind without the outside world and that influence. And so people say they think that they're doing it wrong, and I was like that too. I always thought I'm sitting here but nothing's happening. What's
yeah. When do you do it when you're alone, or can you do it anywhere? Because I
That's
know.
what I was
I
gonna
can
ask. And
now. I can do it anywhere, and I'll tell you
Cool.
what really helped me. So I was a smoker for a very long time.
Yeah.
And when my dad got sick, I was like, I've got to find a way to stop this. And so I went to a hypnotist. And
Funny, my husband had pressure points and stopped
yeah,
immediately.
yeah. So, I mean, that was it. I quit. I quit smoking with her help. But I realized through those sessions, I can go inward. And so it took a lot of practice. But the more that I sat still, it was just hard for me because I have ADHD, right? So I have a hard time.
No, I did not know. No.
Yeah, so I have a hard time. That's why I always am like, I have to work. I have to do
Mhm.
something. But the more I sit still, the more I can go inward. Even if my thoughts are racing, I just have to tell myself because our body does react to what we're telling it to.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%.
So so it
100%.
really helped. Hypnosis was the segue to my meditation, and now I can do it in a split second and do it anywhere. But a lot a lot of people find it better just to be in peace, complete silence, which if you have animals, you have kids, it can be hard to do. It can
Yeah.
be really hard to do. So
Well,
when
I'm
you do it in the middle of the
wondering
night,
if, so let's just say that I have, let's say I am folding laundry and that's my Zen moment where I'm not even thinking, I'm just doing my thing. Could that be
yeah,
a moment?
that can be your moment
See,
because
that's what I'm saying. My body's still moving, but my mind's not really doing anything. It's
yeah,
just kind
it's
of
just that quiet moment. And when you are welcoming those downloads, when do things come to you? Is it in those moments of rest or when you're folding the laundry or because I think we all have moments where we get downloads from the universe or just thoughts that our creativity sparks. And when is that? And for me, that's what meditation means. Uh,
Ah,
it's
okay.
when am I actually pausing in order to create?
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Did it take, how long did it take you to kind of fully embrace that practice? I think that would be
This
considered.
year, I really leaned into it. I said I was going to start doing it every day. I would do it very sporadically the last 2 years. And then this year, I said, I'm going to meditate every day. And so I have meditated every day since January 1st. And it has been a godsend for me.
Good for
I
you.
probably would have lost my shit
Good for you.
without it.
Now, Nikki, what is yours? Because again, you're in the
Mine,
kid age, which is a little bit tougher to kind of pull your shit together with people constantly present. Mhm.
mine is, and I actually just started doing this, and it sounds kind of bad, but really setting my boundaries with people. And even my kids, like mommy's in the shower. This is my time to shower. Like not yours, mine.
Oh, shower, please.
And I think especially over like the past couple of weeks, things have just been crazy. And I've come to realize like this is what works for me and this is what does not. And mommy needs her time. So a lot of times I walk away. Of course, I make sure my kids are safe, but like I walk away from the situation. So if it's like at night and the kids are in bed, I'll turn their monitor on my phone and I'll go sit outside and just enjoy the peace and quiet. So I guess kind of like Kira, it's meditating, but in your own way, like you do, Tammy. But I didn't realize that that was kind of what I was doing until I was
Yeah.
listening to Kira. But because at night it's like it's a little chilly, it's a little breezy, it's nice. You hear the crickets and the frogs or whatever, and it's just peaceful. And sometimes also I put both of my earbuds in and turn on music and just
The best.
or a
That is the
show.
best.
I'll
Yeah.
turn on a show that I'm watching, and it's like I'm putting myself into their story and getting away from mine for a minute. That sounds kind of odd, but
Actually,
that
no. Well, I mean, I don't think it's odd. I think it's just a distraction, or I think it's you take yourself out of
mhm.
your world and just kind of
It's like it gives
that
me a break from
door.
actually what's going on, and then I can come back without being either hot-headed or quick to snap at somebody or some little somebody that I don't necessarily need to be snapping at for no reason. So, or sometimes I'll just, okay, I'm going to go get us supper. I'm going to get the
Mhm.
groceries. I'm going to get
Right.
supper. I'm going to the
That
store
alone.
real
Give me
quick.
that alone time.
I am going,
Yeah.
not you, you, and you. I,
Nikki, are you a daydreamer?
I get, I don't know.
Because when you said something that made me wonder because you said putting yourself like into their world.
Mhm.
And so I'm curious if you're a daydreamer, that really is kind of part of meditation because
That
you're
real?
visualizing.
Daydreaming is real?
Oh
No.
yeah. Oh yeah. And
I
that's
was
visual,
talking about the Outer Banks. Is it real?
that's right. And it's visualizing.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
kind of what,
Okay.
yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like alone time too. I think it's important.
I think when
Like
I,
I love having my office because it's like
oh
if
yeah.
I'm not in a meeting or something, I've got my music going or I'm just in it and it actually lets me leave work for the most part here.
And it
Like
means
the bulk of my
sanctuary. It's your
huh?
sanctuary.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah,
That's
Well,
right.
mine's
that's
actually, now that I think about it, not too different. So, a couple things so if I'm in the midst and have tons of people around me, I will find myself, and this is a practice I've done for years, talking myself, almost kind of talking myself down from whatever, and,
mhm.
just kind of breaking it down, or basically say, telling myself, this isn't worth it. Take a break, take a breath, just literally walking myself backwards.
Hmm.
But if I find it's something that I definitely need a break with, I would sneak away. And I used to do this forever. I haven't done it in a while because I've been too busy. But I would sneak away to watch a movie. Nobody would know where I go. And I would literally go to a movie theater, get a thing of
See,
popcorn.
that sounds fabulous to me.
During the day, there's nobody there. I literally buy two seats next to me to make sure nobody would be near me. Have my popcorn so everybody can just leave me alone. And I would always watch some type of comedy, something that would just make me laugh.
Yeah.
Nothing really heavy. But that would just snap me out of it for the day. But I miss those days. I miss the days of being able to sneak off to a movie and no one know where you were. And it was the best.
Yeah.
You
See, you
had to
said
That
turn
movie, and
the
I'm
sounds
like,
phone
fabulous.
off too.
for me, it's true crime.
Oh, see?
I do. I sneak
I
away and
love
I just
true
get
crime,
lost
but
in
I
it.
don't
I
think it
could
puts me
see
out of
me
my
to rolling up to the
not depression.
theaters.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
not
Yeah.
depression, but I don't know if it would pull me if it would switch
Might
that
make you a little murderous
yeah.
instead.
Oh, that would help me. I don't know if that would help me. I might go back and do something.
Yeah, that's right.
It's really not to my benefit. So I try to stay with the comedies. I'll never forget there was one, and it wasn't so much, well, yeah, I guess it was. Do you remember the one where it was was it game show or game day? Where do you remember that one? It wasn't so long ago. I want to say it was game day
What was it about?
where they play different games at everybody's house, and the brother comes in out of
Oh
town.
yeah, what was that called?
He had this whole, pretend life of having this amazing car, and he's going to come in and they're going to do this amazing board game, but his is real life. And so they get pulled into it, and he actually gets kidnapped by some like Russian mobsters, I think. And then they think it's a game, and they find out it's not a game. That was probably the last time I went to one. So that's actually not too bad.
I'm not
That
going to
sounds like
tell you the
good.
last time I went to an adult movie by myself or without a
Yep.
kid.
But here's the thing, most people don't like movies by themselves.
I
I
would.
have friends who
I
can't
would.
stand you guys.
Give me a big old box of popcorn and
Yeah.
a big old Dr. Pepper. I'm happy as a lark.
I am
Yep.
too. I don't care if it's noon, one, two, three. I'd go to a 10 o'clock movie. I think I went and saw Wicked at 10 o'clock in the morning just because I knew it was going to be a little less packed. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was smart. One thing I don't like to do alone is sit at a restaurant. I don't love sitting at a restaurant alone.
Yeah, I have to say that I'll go to a bar.
Yeah.
I'll sit at the bar.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
But sitting
sitting
at a
at a table,
table,
I
it's
know.
weird, like people looking at you. Like, I don't like that. That's uncomfortable.
It's not bad if it's like Panera Bread,
Right. Right.
but if you're going to a restaurant and everybody's wondering if you
A
got set up on a
restaurant?
blind date
That's
or
right.
by the one that you were supposed to swipe left or right.
Like I'm not going to sit in a five-star restaurant by myself. That's so uncomfortable.
I don't think I could do it either. But I have never went to fast food restaurants by myself until probably maybe last year.
What do you mean
No,
fast
like,
food restaurants? You mean drive
well,
through?
like, no, like
You got me.
Chick-fil-A, or usually I would go through the drive-through and just sit in my car and eat. But
Sit in your car
last,
with me.
yeah, but like last year when I started, working at
Uh,
coffee shops and stuff, I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad. Like, why? I actually like it. Like, it's nice. I don't have to chase somebody around the table or under the table. Like, I can just sit and enjoy.
Your underlying theme is when you're kidless, things are good when you're
Yeah.
working. And I remember those days. Like I
Yeah.
said,
Gets
having that
stressful.
having that village to help, which, like I said, I only had a couple days a week where I could find somebody to help watch my kids. And it wasn't that, it was bringing them there and almost giving them a break from me too.
Yeah, it was
That's
me
important
too.
too.
Yeah. And
That's
that didn't
important
happen
too.
until my daughter was 3 before we put her in pre-K. But even still, I was taking her somewhere because we didn't have family around like that. And my
That's what I'm
sister
saying. I had
worked.
to do the
Yeah.
same thing. We had
Hmm.
nobody around. So
Yep.
we found a local neighborhood person. But, again, it was only a couple days a week and you're paying for, I mean, we went from, I don't know if you feel this way, Keira, and Nikki, you probably are somewhere in the middle, but I felt like we went from paying for diapers and formula to then paying for the preschool to then paying for the,
Education and
College level.
sports.
then playing the sports and then pay for college.
That's
And
it.
the babysitters were in that little middle section every now and then, especially in
Uh-huh.
the summer. I feel like the price has stayed the same for
It
everything.
has. If anything, it's gone up. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly. The
it's
diapers and
gone
all,
up.
everything's the same. You just keep paying.
I know. Well, and
It's
every
it's
year tuition climbs, and I'm like, stop it.
I know. Ooh, did you want to go to in-state college? Is that what you
That's
said?
right. That's right.
it's always a lot of money. It just depends on which stage they're in as to what that money is
Is
going to.
is
Yeah.
So
delegated.
we're
Yep.
now all the way out of diapers.
Didn't the diapers and formula just seem like, oh my God, as soon as we're out of this, everything's great.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's the next.
wrong,
Yep.
wrong. And then now we're into sports
Yep.
and little kitty birthday parties, and
But
they're
that wasn't bad because they're not into anything designer yet. So like even Christmas wasn't that bad, but then you feel like when you get to 12 or 13, they kind of know a little bit more,
That's right.
on a little bit more.
I think
Well,
the
and they're in the
grandparents might
taste
buy that
changes.
kind of
They want the really nice things, right? So I remember like buying all the Barbies and stuff. That was easy. I could buy, the GI Joes and the Barbies, and
I
that was
mean,
no
the
problem
Toys
at
R
all.
Us I don't even think they have any of those anymore, do they?
No, no.
Nikki, do
So
you know what that is?
hands-on
Go ahead and
Toys
what.
Google
R
it.
Us.
It's okay. Toys R Us.
Yes,
Go ahead and Google.
I know what Toys R Us. Jeffrey,
Did you?
I remember Jeffrey.
Jeffrey
Yeah,
did.
we love Jeffrey.
We seriously talk about Toys R Us all the time. Me and my mom do, especially around
So
their
love it. Just let
birthdays
the
and
kids go
Christmas.
in there and just trash plays when it don't matter. Just keep going.
I'm telling you,
It's
Nikki,
like
just wait.
you wish that you could
Uh,
go into a actual toy store.
I know they don't even have any of those. Well,
they
because
don't.
Amazon can give it to you tomorrow. So
Well, I'll tell you what, my daughter traded toy stores for Tiffany's. Like,
that's a
that's
big
kind of,
bump.
yeah.
Oh,
So, I mean, but that's kind of like how it goes, Nikki. So I'm
yeah,
warning you. Like,
yeah.
they're like, I want the newest Adidas, the newest, I
I was
want
gonna
a
say it's the
Tiffany
No,
sneaker
I
for
can
necklace
see
and
boys.
it.
For the
I can
boys.
see
Apple
it right
watches
now.
and
Yep.
yeah.
Ours
It's
is gonna be we're gonna trade like the Barbies and the little Barbie cars and the Barbie house for like four-wheelers and whatever they can play with outside.
Well,
That's
you
what
think
her
because girls are a
Yeah,
little bit different.
they are. I'm telling
Oh,
that's
you.
how
I mean,
Blakely's gonna be.
Kara knows more about that, but girls, they like
She
to prim the house
is
and they like to go out with the girls and they like to go
And because they're influenced.
shopping because
Uh-huh.
like
And they see it like
peanuts
on
from
TikTok,
and I
right? This thing
yep.
is happening. This thing is new, it's
Yeah.
fresh. They want to look good. So everybody else has that thing. They have to have that thing. And it is wild. I will tell you, you guys. So Dexter came to me and he said, do you remember Jinkos, Tammy? Jinko
Jinx.
jeans?
Oh yeah, the jeans.
So Dexter came to me and he wanted Jinko jeans. That was what he wanted for Christmas. And I was like, Jinkos are back? Like, who did that? Why? So apparently they are back. But
No
I get on
way.
the website and Jinko jeans are $170. And I was
You
like,
not just pull some out of your, did you not just dig in your, you didn't keep any of the eight? Oh man, I kept the 80s stuff. I knew that stuff was going to circle around and come.
oh yeah. Yeah. That was what he wanted. He wanted Jinko jeans. And I'm like, at $170 a pair. And then he's like, and a spider hoodie. Okay, get on this. What's a spider hoodie? $300 hoodie. I'm sorry. Are
Uh-huh.
you all insane? But it's what happens, Nikki. I'm telling you, because I see all this stuff on the social media, and
You
then
know
all the
what?
friends
My
have
size
it.
when I was little, it was limited to.
Yeah,
You
but
remember
Yeah.
I'm
limited
saying, like if let's say she's got two girlfriends, and this is what I hear a lot. I don't have girls. Nikki can tell you one way or the other, but let's just say they're all doing something together, and they can go do this because Mama has said it's okay, whether it's to get your ears pierced or to go shopping and get that thing from Lululemon,
Yep.
or they want to be able to
Do that because the
up.
other, yeah,
Yeah.
they want to keep up. That's exactly what happens. And, even if, say, they're not even friends with those people, right? But maybe they want to be friends with those people and they see them and they're like, okay, I'll
Yeah,
get in if I have that thing. And
exactly.
it's girls. And we've always been this way, right? It's
Okay, we've
not
always done
evolved.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we have not evolved. It's just what it
Oh, with
is.
hairstyles even.
Yeah, we haven't evolved. The economy's just gotten a lot more expensive. That's just the
I mean,
truth.
I've heard
So,
mom say, man, we just can't keep up with it
yeah.
financially. We can't do it.
Oh, I know.
So I think it's tougher
Crazy.
for girls. Boys,
Yeah.
I think, are just, I mean, I have sneakers.
Everybody's just sneakers.
to.
Sneakers.
Sneakers. I've got one that
Yeah.
wears suits and one that wears surf clothes. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's it.
Dexter sneakers and basketball clothes.
Buys his own surfboard, stuff like that. The bigger
Yeah.
stuff I kind of buy,
That's
but
what I was gonna say too. Like my mom made sure that I had stuff that was like, popular or whatever. Like she bought me limited to, but I got those things when a birthday rolled around or
Hmm.
Christmas rolled around. It
oh,
wasn't like, let's
okay.
run to the store right now and get it. Or if you want to get it right now, then there's your piggy bank.
Hmm.
If you want it that bad right now, there's your piggy bank.
Good for mama.
Yeah, good for her. Because I'll tell you, I
And
really think it's where
that's
you
what I
are too.
tell Blakely now, even though she's only 4.5. If, for instance, like the other day at Costco, we saw this, of course, they have to put out these ginormous sprinklers and playthings. And she's like, oh, look at that. I'm like, Blakely, that is $400. If that thing gets one hole in it, it's gone.
Hmm.
It's gone. There is no coming back from that. And she was pitching a fit. She was wanting it so bad. I said, okay, we'll go home, count all your money, and you can go buy it.
Did you?
We went home, counted all of her money. I said, this is from like birthdays, Christmases, whatever. And she saw all of that money sitting there. Never mind, mommy. I don't want
Yeah,
to spend
yeah.
any. I said,
So like
exactly.
They
Mommy
don't want
doesn't
to
want to
spend their
spend it
own money.
either.
They don't want to spend their own money. Nope.
I
oh,
said, mommy doesn't either. So how's that $20 pool that I just bought? How does that? Is that okay?
yeah. Is that
And I said, I'll even go get you like a few little sprinkler toys that y'all can run in and out. We'll get this, we'll put the slide in the pool, like we'll do all of that. I mean, that's good. That's good. I said,
Yeah.
so even at 4.5, I'm teaching her
that's good.
That
that
is
mommy and
good.
daddy, even though mommy and daddy are fine financially, like we have beautiful property, we have a lot more
Wow.
stuff than you and your or me and your daddy ever had at that age. You are blessed to
Yeah.
have what you have.
Well,
And
Or
if
the
you
value of a
want,
dollar.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
and if you want something so bad, then you're going to take your money and go buy it, not mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love that.
yeah, we have a few rules like that because when the kids went to college, they were in Chicago. So there's no
Mhm.
way to make sure financially they had everything they needed. So I made them get credit cards in their name so we could start
Mhm.
building credit. And, we made sure they were paid and everything else. So they have those, but there were instructions. No XYZ was to be put on those cards. You figure
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
that's on you. And they really have done
Done
well.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they, that was for food and clothes and necessary things that you need and anything else you need,
And
you're
that's what I was telling her. I said, we have a cruise coming up. You're going on a big boat for the first time. You're going to different countries at 4.5 years old, where it took me 26 years to go out of the country. So that's one thing. Number two, do you want to spend all this money right now on a water toy for outside? Or do you want to go spend it and get stuff at different countries on the big boat? Like you can buy, there's Build-A-Bear on the boat, there's candy
all kinds of
shops. So if you spend all this now, you're not going to have it for our trip.
Yeah.
right. But
Yeah.
no, like I
Smart.
said, I think that's great. And both of my sons worked during the summer, but they never worked. We also had a deal because they worked so hard with sports and because their sport pretty much paid for their college, we didn't have them work during college.
I'm not doing that. Me too. That's gonna be me
That's a
too.
lot to have
Yeah.
them full time. I mean, because that sport, they require quite a bit from you. So
They
that is a
do.
full-time job in itself, plus doing college. And I know,
Yeah.
some kids do have, jobs. I'm sure they do, without a doubt. But that was kind of our deal.
That's gonna be us
If it
too.
ends up happening that way, then, we're not going to make you have you
My
don't have to.
mom's was kind of the
Yeah.
same. Like my mom and dad were the same way. Like we don't want you working while you're in school. But
Yeah,
what I
go to work
did
and drive.
was I worked 2 or 3 jobs during the summer,
And that's what
and
they
that
do. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that way I paid for my own books. They helped me with my rent at my apartment in Clemson, but I paid the majority of it. So every time I would work during the summer, I would put all that money in a savings account. So when I went to buy books, paid rent, whatever, groceries, gas,
That's
whatever I
awesome.
wanted to do, it was all there. And I didn't have to worry about, I did work my last semester of school
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I only had 12 credit hours, and that was only because I had to do that for my scholarship.
Yeah. No, mine had summer jobs. They would come home and both
Yeah.
work. And one of
Yeah.
them, who's going to be going to law school, he now is taking a year off to make sure he, gets in the law school he wants, and he'll still be working at that firm. So by the
Yeah.
time he goes to law school, he'll have 3 years of working at a law firm. So
That's
it's okay.
awesome.
It's okay.
Good for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it'll
it
all work
is.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same with Kyle. She said the other day, she's like, I want to get a job because she wants her own money. She wants to be able to
Mhm.
spend, but she doesn't have time for a job. She can't. There's absolutely no way. Even the
Something
summer.
takes a hit.
Yeah. I mean, she just can't. So it's okay. And I'm happy to spend on her because she's doing the things. She's
Right.
doing
Yeah.
everything
Doing
right.
things right,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Yeah.
if she's
And it's
doing
hard.
that, and like I said, whatever extracurricular, if they are doing that in college, that demands a lot.
Yeah, it does. It does. And so, but also I do think demographically it matters as well, like where you are, because I'm sure it's very different for you all, Tammy, in Charleston, because you're Maine, right? Like you're suburbs. So
Right,
your
right,
kids
right, right, right.
see a lot of things that a lot of kids outside of the suburbs don't see. And it's the same for us. Like College Park, these kids over here are so snotty.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
They have
yeah.
Mhm.
everything. But if we just went to the land, my kids would be like, "Oh,
Mhm.
well, we have everything,
Yep.
you know." So
You
I
know
think
what was
demographically,
brutal though, Kira, it was when my son was recruited to that boarding school. So
yeah.
you have princes
Oh,
from around the world, you have politicians' children, you have designer labels children, you have the elite
yep.
of the elite of the elite of the elite. I remember one day my son texted me, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Florida for the week." I'm like, "All right." He's like, "Yeah, they own this bank." I'm like, "Oh, they work there?" They're like, no, they
They
own
own
the
it.
bank. So
Yeah.
it's an island right off that we're gonna go to. I'm like, "Oh, well, okay, how am I getting you there?" And he's like, "Oh, well, the private jet will take us." I'm like, "What?"
Hmm.
So that for me, I was starting to get panic attack. But what was the coolest thing, he was on the basketball team. He already had this, ingrown family. Um, and he was confident in
Yeah.
himself. I'm
Yeah.
sure
And that matters.
yeah, there was twings here and there, but he was
Yeah.
popular without it.
Yep. 100%. And I think that's the thing
I
is
don't
that
know if
these
I would have
kids
been, but he
realize they
was.
don't realize that if you are confident, it doesn't matter what you have. It does not matter what you have. Nobody cares. But for them, it's like this comparison trap, right? Like, well, they do this and they have this and they have, and it's like, stop.
Exact. I think it's, and like you said, and for the girls, like I know, my son dated, dated at that boarding school. So I know the pressure for girls was a lot different than it was for
It
the boys.
is. It is. My son
They
doesn't care
had
at
to
all.
fit, yeah, they had to,
Yep.
really kind of, play the game of who has what and where have you been seen, and I've hung out with this person. So it was a lot different, but
Exactly.
I know,
Exactly. Girls is different. My son, he doesn't care at all. He just wants stuff because he likes the stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He doesn't care
yeah.
at all. He does not care what anybody else has.
And
I
that's the
think I
same
was
thing.
blessed, and I think I was blessed with the fact that I was on the cheer team
Yep.
with girls that I cheered with my whole entire life. So we all went and cheered for the high school. So we did competitive cheer, football, whole basketball, whole 9 yards. So we were always together and we had always grew, so we knew each other's families, like if you had money, if you didn't have money, or what was going on in the circles. So I don't know. We just didn't.
So there wasn't any, sometimes that can be kind of clicky too.
Mhm. But that's what I was
It
going to say. There
can.
was somebody on the outside watching you all
Yeah.
wanting
Yes,
that.
yes. And but as like the inner circle of us, like we didn't. I don't know. We didn't like judge each other. We were more like, "Oh, you got a new car! Congrats! Like, cool, that's awesome!" And then you're in the back of your head going, "Okay, when am
But
I
the
going to get
girls
my
on
car?"
the
Uh-huh.
outer skirt, like were
But
all
though,
of the girls the same level, or did you have maybe a core five and maybe another five that were just kind of
Well, it's like she said in the back of their
yeah,
minds, they're going, but when is it my turn? Like, when am I going to have
exact?
that?
yeah,
And I noticed
yeah.
that. I noticed that with girls, like they're best friends and they're so outwardly like, I'm so happy for you. But then it's
Right,
like,
right.
okay, but now I got to show you up, you know?
So
Like,
never.
oh, you got the best boyfriend. Okay, when am I?
Yeah, when am I going to get my boyfriend? Right, that's what I
When's
said.
my knight in
Yeah.
shining armor gonna stroll right up and
And to be
take
honest,
me
I think
off
it's
into the
physical.
sunset? But
I think they look at themselves physically and
I think so
try
too.
to even
yeah,
with social media, thank God we didn't have it. I do think it's a thing where girls are trying to look like they see
They are.
projected
yep.
on,
It's true.
the internet, the apps, the social media, whatever it may be. But I've been told there are some amazing filters. Haven't really figured out how to use them quite yet. Maybe I should.
Oh, Tammy,
But
I'm
I've heard
using
there's
filter
some
all the time.
amazing filters you can
There
use.
are. There
I,
are.
You
I
can look however
honestly
you
love
want
the
to. They don't
filters.
get it.
Mm. I love filters, but I use like ones that you would know that
Like
I
natural
yes.
filters. Yeah.
So that like it's
I know.
basically more like lighting than anything. But
Well, somebody's got
Yeah.
to tell me how to find a filter. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think they realize, even back in our day, even when you were on a magazine, it's touched up a little bit. There is just,
yeah,
you know,
just the way
Yeah.
it
there's
And
always
what's going
something we're
on?
going to judge about ourselves. There's
Yeah.
always something,
Yeah.
but
And there's always something going on behind the screen. Always.
yep.
So
always,
it's
always, always.
fake. Yeah, it's fake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, well, this has been lots of fun
This has been fun.
chatting with the girls.
I love this.
The girls. And anything big going on for the rest of the week?
I'm going to a graduation tonight and
High
yeah,
school
so it'll be a good
or
time for a
college?
high school graduation. So my daughter's best friend from pre-K, they don't
Oh,
go to the same school, but he's a senior this year
I
and
love
he's
it. Did you say
graduating his legal.
he? I
Yeah.
love that. I
Yeah.
think that is so healthy.
It is so healthy.
For
And
health.
I mean,
I
he's a
had
gem. We love him.
that's all I had in high school. Like
Mhm.
outside of my cheer friends, I had guy friends. Like I hung around the guys. I want to,
I hung around most guys too.
I
'cause
didn't
Yeah.
do drama.
Yeah.
Don't bring drama to me.
No, and he's great, and his family comes. They spend Christmas Eve over here, and we do Thanksgiving and stuff together, and they're just part of the family
Cool.
now. And yeah, he's great. So we're gonna go to his graduation tonight, and it's kind of bittersweet because she's like, he's leaving next year to go to college, but we're really excited for him. So we're gonna go and do that tonight, and then yeah, so we'll see. But I don't know big plans for the weekend.
One
I don't
second.
think I have any either.
Look at that. We got a big one.
Oh, hello.
Look at
Hi.
Now he's on the
That was
podcast.
great
Does he
timing.
know?
Yeah.
Are you heading out? What you doing? What you doing? He's not mowing lawns. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not mowing lawns. Anyways,
Bless.
that was the big one.
I love that.
I don't have anything, I don't think, but
Lean over to the old lady.
You know what, Tammy, Nikki, it's good that you don't have anything. Sometimes we need nothing.
Oh, true.
we really need to start getting, we probably will end up going shopping to get stuff for our upcoming trip. But
Smart.
could be low key.
Trip? Upcoming trip?
We're going to sail to the
That's why we have
Caribbean.
to talk about summer, ladies.
Yeah, that's why we're meeting this afternoon.
Okay. We'll get back to you on that one.
I'll just break it down for you. Tammy's going away, and then Nikki's going away, and they're leaving me.
I will return. I think Nikki's trying to tap out for the whole summer.
No, I don't even want to tap out for 9 days. But
oh, poor you. I don't know how we can handle it.
I don't know either how really I'll survive.
Well, have a fabulous time. I think I am trying to catch up on a few things because I'm headed to New
You're
York.
headed out. How long are you gone, Tammy?
I'm gone 4 days.
Love it. Good job.
So we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into then.
No kidding.
But always a good
That's
time.
good.
Nobody
Yes.
we have made it through this podcast.
We sure have.
No
Any
true crime.
crime taking place. And there's one in the books.
Yes, I love it.
We'll see what happens next week.
That's right.
From
We
the
shall see.
Please
crew,
don't look today.
from the crew at Wicked Fierce Talk, Keira, Tammy, and I think you guys can say your own name. I'm Tammy.
I'm Keira.
Now, Nikki, and peace out.
We are
Peace
signing
out.
out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.